If you're thinking about starting a handmade business online in 2021, I'm here to tell you that there has never been a better time. But there are 4 things you should know before starting, and in this video, I'll walk you through that, so stay on to find out what those are. Hi, my name is May Pak, and I help makers, artists, and designers make a living from selling their handmade products online. Number 1, there is a ton of competition with online business right now. Yes, this is true year after year regardless, but the competition is even more now because of COVID. Because of all the quarantine lockdowns and people losing their jobs or working from home, more people are looking to entrepreneurship for a way to make money. And people are seeing that it's possible to make money from home. So you need to be prepared to expect that. And the way to make it so that competition isn't something you ever have to worry about is to be super clear about what makes your product or shop different. Of course, you don't want to be different just for the sake of it. So another way to think about it is you need to be very selective about selling something that you know is in big demand and that people actually want to pay money for it. Gone are the days where you're selling something just because you love making that thing. You have to do research to scope out the competition and see where you stand with your product. Are there other successful businesses that are doing well and making a lot of sales selling a similar product? That's a good thing because it tells you you're on the right track. Don't overthink your product and just know that there is no such thing as a totally new, never before heard of idea anymore. But what your job is to think of existing products and how you can make it different. Because maybe those existing products are not totally perfect. For example, think about personalized hand-stamped jewelry. It's always going to sell well and tons of shops do them, but if you've noticed, they tend to be silver or gold jewelry. So what if you made your new product that was personalized jewelry, but it was like super fun and colorful items instead of just silver or gold? So you see, you're not reinventing the wheel here. Number 2, set aside some money to start your shop and to do marketing. A lot of people start businesses thinking that you can do it for free, but unless we're back in the early 2000s, that's no longer realistic to expect. A business is an investment, and all investments take money to start. If you want to start gardening, you have to spend money to buy seeds and gardening tools and supplies and maybe some books or magazines on how to do it if you've never done it before. If you want to start to learn how to bake, you have to spend a lot of money on baking equipment and buying ingredients, and those get expensive. It's very close to impossible to start a business without any money. You have to spend money on buying materials and supplies to make your product, but don't make the mistake of spending all your money on just that. You have to also set money aside for setting up a website, taking product photos, buying software, buying education to learn how to start a business right. So if you're really good at managing credit, then you can take out a new line of credit. But if you don't trust yourself with credit, then start saving up some money now. You don't need a ton of money to start, but the more you don't know about how to build a business, the more money you'll need. I've been in online business for over a decade, and because I've learned so much over the years, when we started our new personalized art shop in 2019, we spent about $2,000 using a credit card to build up this shop, which made 7 figures in the first full year of business it was in. That sounds like an amazing trade-off, right? Spend $2,000 up front to make $1 million. But don't forget, all my experience has taught me what to do with that money, so I knew how to use it wisely, and I knew what I could spend on and what I could do myself for free. Number 3, have a strategy for marketing and promoting your business that isn't just social media. Social media is inundated with too many profiles and it's too competitive. There's also the social media algorithms that prevent your accounts from getting seen by more people. It takes forever to grow your following and so few people see your posts. It's not impossible, but it's just super time consuming and not the best use of your time. So if you're new to me or my channel, just know I am a big proponent of using media outreach as a way to promote your business. This is where you send emails to people who already have their own large audiences and ask them to talk about your product in exchange for a free product. Because how can they talk about you if they haven't experienced your product, right? So this could be people like big YouTubers or Instagram influencers or print magazines or big websites like Huffington Post or BuzzFeed. All of these big guys have already spent the resources to amass a super huge following, so you don't have to. I'll actually link to a video here that talks more in depth on the process of media outreach. And if you have a budget for it and you've taken the training on how to do it, I also recommend doing paid advertising. It can be very technical to do, but it works insanely well even for new shops. Paid ads like Facebook, Instagram, Google, or YouTube ads allow you to target your potential customers with incredible specificity. For example, if I sell hand-sewn dog collars, I can target people who are dog lovers and who are also fans of Dogster magazine. On Google and YouTube, I can also target people who have been searching for dog collars on Google. There is no better way and faster way to get in front of your potential customers than with paid ads. But the biggest caveat is that it costs money to do. Number 4, it is totally possible to have a successful shop in 2021 and make a living from that, even if you don't sell something that is totally original or if your idea isn't 100% unique. I mean, there is no such thing anymore, right? All the ideas out there, no matter how unique, are just derivatives of something else that already exists. You can absolutely make a healthy income online if you know what you're doing. So you need to know how to do it. I know a lot of people learn from doing, like you use trial and error and then you learn from that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that except that it takes a lot of wasted time, money, and energy to go that route. Especially with the degree of competition we're dealing with these days, so many people starting online shops are taking the time to learn how to start a business. And if you deliberately choose not to do so, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're not rising to the level that everyone else is at. So the fact that you're here watching my video is a great sign that you are keen to take the time to learn how to do it right. Don't ever stop learning. And when you think you know everything and you don't need to learn anymore, you are not going to go anywhere. As of this recording, I would have been in business for 15 years now. And even to this day, I still read books to learn how to do something or invest in courses and work with coaches so I can continue to sharpen my skills. Please do not discount the importance and power of knowledge and education. It is one of the secret ingredients to becoming successful. Not to mention, it'll save you a ton of time to follow a framework that's already been proven so you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. This way, you're also not just relying on luck, and that means you have a much higher chance of reaching your goals and becoming successful. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're thinking about starting a business this year, leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel for more handmade business tips, and then stay on to watch this next video on the screen.